Mwana so awie yi anya bone. Ayo memu nsam ne ama wodo so de ayensaka. Ene si aboaboa no ato din pram tebra kasebo a. Awie yi yade bedan yetiefo. Utie free peace. 104.3 FM so okay. 101.7 neat. 100.9. Nimi ansa was say pass Abeka Johnson Accra. And what hello 101.5 FM Wadumu Kumasi. Nagana man temuni dunsia 16 regions. Baby a woti yankano. Kasa fidiaba said you see and mini chire ajia to apetema man say tiebi. Ye kwame no ni abe said yasa. peacefmonline.com GhanaToday.com so ya bono bede. Eguan mu a yetiefo kwa ubenya bi akan. Die di kase boni mu akotini bi nie.
Frankatuni ma NDC amanyoko no ra John Dramani Muhammad Atuja se wosanya kwan befa Ghana banwa na katasehye prani dream die kun no de wo de ebedrum pomponso no konkra.
I make a firm promise to you, my Christian fathers, that the administration that I'll lead will set a new standard in the fight against corruption.
Ora Vitus Azim Kasatia Kanana dream die katasehye ne proye o say Senate hotels ahodo a wonum ese woton won chefa be se omchemu aduosia bi wo mu no ya wonum ese woton amowura bran ne champon no enye airtime ebon omuntwa so sesia.
When you sell not just one hotel, not two hotels, but up to 3 or 4 or 5 hotels to one individual in this country, it's worrying and very suspicious. But it's wholly a very sensitive position in the government.
Apomuden so afora Bernard Okoboy ese aban ya crowd say sika bia wode behye asipiti mu ama wo mo antimi aye adwuma se de esese wonom ye no obeye dodo asense obeka se me twen edu elections a wayi sika no apie. Bambo nsemu no bambo mu pediahuni Dr. Adam Bona wode to amanyofo nyina anim se ebase efa nipa kwa bambo nyuma hodo no emu a wo mo famfa kwampa ne so enhu se ade a wono mu yei eda kwan ne so tene ne nemom enye se wo mo sesa wo mo nkrofo na akom.
Zinka Ekamenkwa and Kayanyano re-application, then the best would be some publish. Because a political year, no, you had the suspicion. The suspicion is says Uncle we say 4 more. Or more than policy about what other can.
EU Ambassador Ewo Ghana, His Excellency Richard Razali, Ede Atuja, say EU. Wonum aye crowd na chese European carbon kuhodo no wonum aye crowd so mo beboa Ghana emebunu ama wo mu anyanimde wo suku entitie mu kwan ben so no befa wo beye say scholarship we ene ensem kaye ena yede bremo don hwere ba koi ye ne aye kenkan amamuni
Amansan ti ame kwabena mafo
ena ya kunama na ya na ya boafo yase
MTN the 4G plus ekuta fastest connectivity esa wo highest internet speed into so MTN tabunete Levels Herbal Limited at the Levels Natal Capsules aba ebuama bema tumitina ne na so bom pemu atuma kwakwan tententen a wonte bre Suzy Herbal Center so CB Man Capsules beboa bema mu adon soboko CB Woman Capsules yesi wo ba ma ne dimu ene yesa wo CB so Sage Makoi adawuruma Africa se boni nchiremu nie
Frankatuni ni ma NDC amanyoko ra John Dramani Mahama ashebo se wosan benya Ghana banwa no wotena so a katasehye no wobekon kwanso no koso wose sa bredi o hone se aban biba no so wokon katasehye a wono de woni fie de wonhu onyina ni asimpuna ansa no wakwakoyi obi de enti no obi wa aban mu a wono de wonye katasehye na opposition fo mom de ya no wo magi nchinhia na chese wo mahuna mane na eno no wose da bi wono de oba wobehwe se oman agapade ne oman sika omo enye no fomfa na emom wobedi katasehye proye dwirim ene kanana so enkunim odinsemi atudwa na wahia asofo mpanimfo kristofo gidi kuhodo no akandifo ni ade se woni wonum edi enkomo a emudo ni womo company sem ne mpaninkomo a ebetimi ede Ghana no a yehwehwe no aba.
I make a firm promise to you, my Christian fathers, that the administration that I'll lead will set a new standard in the fight against corruption. We will fight the canker of corruption and defeat it. We'll retrieve stolen monies. And hold people in government accountable. But we're not going to pursue just regime accountability. The norm has been that it is only the past government that you hold accountable for any acts of corruption. But we will ensure that those in our government who are also indulged in corruption will be held accountable. And so we will not go witch hunting we won't go witch hunting the past government. If people have been involved in malfeasance, they must be held to account. And if people in our administration also follow the same path, they must also be held to account. It is only that way we'll be able to get a handle on the canker of corruption.
Na the outside count say bra woman nuane ne asetena mu niam aboko so inflation no what say abro amunchemu aduonu 20%. Ghana council amene Ghana 120 billion na 2016 no kona ewo ho no sesi ade ababe ka wonti ababe do 610 billion ya what say eka no ebro so dodo ni nyina eje oman no asabemu what say se na ban foforo no eba wo be hwe se eniema ebe.
Inflation is still above 20%, is still among the highest in the country. Our debt has moved from 120 billion that it was at the end of 2016 to 610 billion today. And these are debts that we have deferred. Not that they are cancelled. We have a moratorium now, but from 2025, 2026, the debt repayments will kick in. And so we're not out of the woods. We face a very difficult situation. And the next government that comes would have a lot to do in order to turn our economic fortunes around. And sometimes my close family asks me, says, are you crazy? What is this problem you've gone to put on your head? But I believe that I've done it because I have the belief in my party and the people that I work with that we have the kind of people who can turn the fortunes of this nation around and put us back on track to be what our forebears expected us to be.
Mampani Dada John Dramani Mahama Otu Frankama NDC Amanyukono Salamat Kuku Apentel ene diamanye bye.
Na awura yi obi e bakata asese ne proye ye na chiwade. Your friend no anti-corruption advocate. What as one task and send wabonamrane. Asema nyada yemfa nkwa himfie. Wakatre Social Security and National Insurance Trust ya. Yes, net say. Sa omu 60% ya omu ton. Adiama emrasebe jeni a wojinama adesi ya wabetifi. Sa emrasebe jeni no anso. Yaba abayi mu a. Oye Minister of Agriculture. Na bai na tia kunyaso na ya ton omaye japade ente se edi amasa ni pay ya Rock City Hotel esaye ne dia wotrese ade no etanya sabon ka ho adenti ene omaye ade ati sei ye betam dia ma obi a woye mrasebegeni ya na bai na sa tia kunyaso ne se ho wotrese ononyamfo bran na champon yi oyi obi a amanyosemu wodi mu akotene na ban kura na te akonya so enti eba ne sen en wo meja pade ye ton a yesi ye ton de ama wononyamfo bran na champon saa de we de wo muntin sign 10 ansa ne nsuo kura to aguso.
It's unfortunate. Selling state, this is not the first time we've sold state assets to individuals. And you see, he's a politically exposed person. So when you sell not just one hotel, not two hotels, but up to 3 or 4 or 5 hotels to one individual in this country, it's worrying and very suspicious. But it's wholly a very sensitive position in the government. And so I don't know what happened behind the scenes and all this for this to happen. And so I think they need to look at this seriously, and when necessary, it should be stopped. See, it's not easy for a public officer to just get into these things. And in any case, how transparent was the procurement process? You and I don't know.
Nanuatina ora Vitus Azim katre senate for say Woman Cromon San Quasa process in Ninas for fro. Their friend is a procurement, no. Woman could be no for. Now woman farmer and crank crabia na say, company Sibia, Bibia woman being in a mudaho. Nasa bidding process we ya. Woman fan trekkers ne kana na kwan so eye no kuntuna sia tama nipa ba kwen oba describe no say eno na ye the worst ayi a wode nani ehu wa Ghana ha.
If you write today to ask Senate to give you the bidding paper, copies of the bidding papers to study as a journalist, will they give it to you? See, so those are the questions that we will ask. One would have expected maybe the board has given the approval, I don't know. So you have expected the board to give an approval, and then the procurement process will be followed. The level of the transaction is that they probably will need to go to the National Procurement Authority, and so they will all help to go through the process. If they do that, and then any individual citizen who wants to look at to have information about what has happened, if you do that, then it's transparent, and everybody will understand that nothing untoward has happened. But once you don't do that, all of a sudden somebody gets to know that you are selling this into a politically exposed person. It is very suspicious.
Wey aye owura bi e ba no kata asese ne proya ochi ompese wote kura. Enti ya friend say anti-corruption advocate Ora Vitus Azim oni yenua William Genti.
Won sem kroya hono Ghana Integrity Initiative wo monso de wo boda wuro kasetia katase hye proye ne dwirim de ese ya se enya de esese yesoso so emwama oman empija wo monso e de atudwa se di ya senate se ne chefa anase an ne japade hotels makomako enan Labadi Beach Hotel, La Palm Royal, Mina Beach Resort, Rage Royal Hotel, Busia Beach Resort, Trust Lodge Hotel. Wonum eto amunchemu aduosia de ama abetifim rahebedwani wasaya rekwacha so aforo abran ne champion ne de entwa yie kra na Ghana Integrity Initiative say okuja to abla kwa yade North Tom rahebedwani ni say wo hu ade ya wo bo ho dawuro wo kaaye ema mansan tibie anso ho a wasen tu anamon se wo de akoma shraj se shraj anhwehwe mu se ade no enya nipa no a enya ton aye ton no ne hadwen na nipa na wo ton no se wo ya amanwuni a wo wa ban mu no wo di blessesi ai na wo ton no na che se ni di bre betimi awurewurewure mu enti di oka no conflict of interest abem afenso wo nya tumi and what did to me no ebun come fam so eye nia wope abuse of power nie kwan so omofa so omo se omo ton sa hotels ye ho mchemu aduosia ade ama no amfa ne nhyehyɛ ye pa ye de ato ho enti process no enye kra procurement nhyehyɛ no wo mabuso na aye ti se koko football bo nua nimu a enti enu minua wo mti na minya bia die chronism na katasehye no so de wo ye de kaja na chiri na senate abayi anu aka se ensem bi aye amunya abotre ne ncheche mumu efi 2018 ene yesi epi obi owo dwetire pa bi no ode aba be hye sa hotels enan emu nipa ananse nwuma konkunu na investors nkunu a wono baaye no na Rock City ene owura Brian ne champon ena no wono mu betumi ayo wombenya dwetire dia ba be hye ye de emu enti ene de ma wo mo enu na Ghana Integrity Initiative say ada na mu ye aniwu semsa senate mu sanya akokodro be kasa mabo aniwu otutu papa fede anya mo fere asem ko sei mu ko pe ba bi kura nso nsantina na GII no wo mo pani a wo ya chia mehene Michael Bodi ene wo say enya kura fere aniwu na time senka onani fi yeduonim ni sempani se ye de nam jakra se ye de oman ajapade ahye wo aban onsa manwuni nsa wani mienu hwene santa musia duasaguonu ma yeni se ade na ye se hwehwe no wo se me hwe so de ane me to ene wo se we kwoti bu agisa akua Ghana enkwa na obeti asemu ati sei no wo se wo disney ho ya papa minister ne de akra de wo na nka na asem chese wo hwe na wo timu se adufudie ye ne de na wiase ajapade he no de pre akọ ade wo no nko ampa wo da sen so ka wo twi sen wo bedi sen no ajasen ama nchirima na Ghana ni ho a nchirima ne he no mbetena no ma hwe ajapade ne so wo se wo de nani ehwe wo mu sa hwene ani bom
e wadi na ho kwan as a minister of state, no, a certain conduct is expected of you. So I say, we don't expect a minister of state, so I say, whether with your position or without your position, to be seen in doubling in the acquisition of state assets whilst you are in office. If for nothing, the ethics, the morality of it, so I say, speak well of such a decision. And even though currently, they went through all the legitimate processes. You must ask yourself, as a state official and acquiring resources that is in the custody and that has been entrusted to the state to manage, is it the right decision to take? That is where we are coming from. So most of the time, we have always advanced the legal argument without looking at the moral and the ethical argument as well. They go hand in hand to establish what is called the integrity systems of a state. And he said, to say, say a year tried before Baba Yen Muntino, yen to 2 months America, and not me, so even though of Mukwano, so a fatal.
Na eno na ora Michael Bodi sign the account says Shraje and so wo hwe wo mo papa wo mo a ebeye ni no odimirika ba asem bia ni ho mo nton ma no enti GII for ne say wo mo hwe baby a Shraje nhwehwemu no bekọ akopem ene de omu behu a wo beka ne say findings a wo de beba abonte
enti ye hwe anim Tried findings, near tried the Baba Tugwa. Now, tried the findings no to now pay yetimi akasa because then there is an empirical evidence to support a year near Yebekendiano because what Kata said no Nekono a border on rights, so they say. And because Kata said a criminal offense means you need to have evidence, incontrovertible evidence, to be able to make concrete statements. And only what you want to show me now say what the Betugwa now yetimi akasa authoritatively on the subject.
Ora Michael Bodi ya chamehene Emma Ghana Integrity Initiative 20 Akan GII. Amanie Naomi Obenewa Electoral baye. Na ye free snake ni wo mu hotels ni nsem ni mu kakra no. Security analyst na chese we pedia hunu ni yenhwehwemu pa asem hu e wo bambo nsem emu Dr. Adam Bona. Wode ato amanyofo anim se wosre wonum ada won mabambofo ni won nwumakuo nu enya kwanye won adwuma se de esese won ye se won fa nipa ba adwuma ni mu a wo won hyehye a won mato won bo ase atwero akere ye de fa ye ni sei emfa hu ni nipa ye fa no se enya bie kwan se ye fa nipa ko bambo adwuma bia mu a ne hyehye no wonum akere a eda ho dada enti enya kwa ene wonum ye san hyehye no obesra amanyofo se won ma san hyehye no enya adwuma de enti a wo ka ni say wo say edom kuma wo ga na mra hye bedwafie say wo manya ne ntie se MPP amanyoko nam kuntuna se e fa wo mu kuo ma party ma e de wo mu ekọ bambo nwuma hodo no emu eno na Dr. Bonani Peace kase edi nkomo no wo kyese amanyofo ni nyina suban ye ni no wo no makofa wo mu boys no wo de wo makọ bambo adwuma nim na wo yesa na wa ma wo mu adwuma nim dada no wo mu hwe o mienu o mu timu ntino wo ho wo ya no wo mahu atipo oyesuro wo ya ono tia osuro enti ono so te ho a no wafa ne ho adwene enipa na manipa ye bone na nipa nso na manipa fa adwen bone enti sa wo ya manwoni na wo fa nkrofo babambo adwuma nimu a wo mu koi wo mu hwe obekọ akoto senior bi na nso sanse wo no woni manwoni bi enti ne belete ba akọ ose na homa ba akọ ye de bono mfi aduonu ni eda so bono waduru promotion ye ma ne nkobi de ono ba na anu ye ni no amema na beti so adan uni baby fa me free. Do you know who I am? Do you know who posted me here? What the sa wo mu hwe adwuma no so kro hu nani so eba nkru to dwuma ye nkodin samone wa ha bambofo nko ye basabasa ana mu nkoyi moni e ma abato aye betu krofonya basabasa ne ye de sa boys no ne ye de wo mu ko e na Adam Bonasi hey mu yesa mu magana na bambo nsem no enko animu enti esese mu hwe yie amanyofo nyina da wɔse wonyi obi amfiri mu wɔka kyerɛ amanyɔfo nyinaa sɛ wɔbambo adwuma mu no de ɔmo ka ne sɛ channels kwan a yɛfa so a yɛde fa nipa adwuma no ebi wɔ ɔmo fa saa kwan no ɛso wɔse wɔsrada so afɔ hwɛ amanyɔ nsɛm soɔ ɛne bambo nnwumakuo awodoɔ ne sɛ yɛ na sɛ brɛ so no ɔmo fa nipa ya wɔmo ɛnkyerɛkyerɛ ɔmo akwabaa mu na afei nso kora wɔmo hyɛ wɔmo nkurɔfoɔ nkuran ne nipa dodoɔ no nkuran na ɔmo fo ɔmo di mmra na ɔmo pa adwuma na dɔɔso na ɔmo atimi anya kwan asɔne so na sense ɔmo yɛ ni yɛ existing database brofo na kyerɛ sɛ wɔnom de twe nkurɔfoɔ gum.
The information I got was that I say interior minister and record in Swakasa say it is not true, but rather Omo tries to go back to Omo apply some years ago to go back into it, select some people out of it. They make to me Akan say a bit hard to the extent to say once those people applied and probably be Omo qualified, Zinka a coming kwa and Kayanyano re-application, then the best would be some publish because a political year no you had the suspicion. The suspicion is says we say for more policy about what other can do. So for me, I have no proof to say it is true, and I say it's true. They should open it for other applicants. So that they are fairly transparent for everybody who wants to apply instead of just falling back and saying, so you are going into the database.
Tabona sign edeka hu hia se wo se ahye a wo hwe amanwe nsem so ene bambo enwumakuo no se bibi sei eba wonum be yi ano no omu jai se we security matter sem no wo mo anu yie no omu de beba ne bre pamu no eno nso boa ema omu timi kura wo mu die mu ema omu anim onyam a omu wo Ghana fo anim ene Ghana fo nso gidie ni arehyimu o omu no epagya kosoro.
One my security services ne enya enyam afa ntoma pa efra nenti American san say sometimes we behwe na obi ebia ne papa bi anase le busuani bi eye panyin bi eno kono fa na oba obedi adwuma ne bi minister bi ne ma menua bi nti ono de efo say ono de opet no be adwuma de ama ne so onye no say de fata ukọ kanso ana wafa phone afre enso ha adwen enti kai kamen kwa de amanyofo no omunyai interference with recruitment omunyom no mum frefre omun select omwa sebi omwo oman no hundo no mum rambe ye adwuma no enti edin sunsan so pi the technocrats career officers omunya recruitment no said yes say fata so that I will get the best people to serve this country.
Security analyst Dr. Adam Bona and Kai Abdullahi Dasmani Electoral by
na Adam Kuma wamra sebe de fie ba no deni your friend Dr. Kesa to Forsen and an Inyako Kanoho, Ononyamfo James Agaga, Enra, and was sent some travel metie. Yakoya, Omotrese. Security service ya, first ya Fanny Pa, ya advertise ye, the worker team, ya detector, miam would be a yebino. A sea dear, abe, or the style for Frubiaba, were changing old style, no the new style yaba. Na new star ya wadi abane se parliamentary candidate ya MPP amanyoku ne mano ena yama wonum slot se obia recruiting kofo mra na sa recruit na wo mode ba no nso MPP amanyoku ne ma ya ebia vigilante tuturasem se yankoko ntokwa no mu de anim sa boys ene ye recruit wo mu de wo makọ security service mu na ena no pay ewo ni TFM Ghana muntie adwumedie so Magtere wasa adwuman etena ase wotun safra Minister of Interior Onyenyamfo Henry Kote en wo bisa ne se openi asamwa minority for the atudwani yo na wogene sen en wo kire se ono kura wote asam ne hu adwiri no se minority for say wo mu wa dance a we de eduro ni bento anie enipa kropa yesi wo mu mfuo mu din mra no wo mu mfa names ni nyina frama metudwa no wo ka kire Ghana for say wo mu nsa ase akura mposi wo mu yesa recruit no the minority for ka no eni nyina so
Anya no kura da. Ampa ya yese ye be recruitment. Aban bia ye recruitment so ba. But ye nyan strategy. Na aban yese over the last 3-4 years no. Enko focus line. Na womo to forms. Ye be wie no Ghana Police Service. Bia na ye be nipa 2,000. Na nipa be 80,000, 100,000 akoto forms. Enti aban yese 1 year ato forms dada. Obviously, one feeling you are qualified. And so, if you share how to deal with those ones, so that when we are able to clear the backlog now, then we can sell forms. So the young say, young turn forms. And I am challenging at forcing. Say, Omra no make ready for your mom. If he's not able to do that, then I'm sorry, sir. He hasn't been fair to Daniel.
Dear Yate say Okase, aye ononyamfo Henry Cote. Na watre say abatuo ya ye ba betuo yi wo gbokoko say obi bia wa plan say obeye basabasa ewa abatuo mu no say nipa kro no oma ne basabasa ye no enka dem san say enya ade a ebesida.
Yeah, to 2 year niama security agencies. We will not intimidate anybody. Anybody who thinks he said, oh, and on that day he's going to misbehave, they will regret it. A day in a year, and tomorrow should have confidence or security agencies, and they are not there to intimidate anybody. They are there to protect lives and properties, and also to ensure law and order. These are the mandate of security agencies, and that they will do without fear or favor.
Without fear or favor. The attorney can say Minister of Interior Ononyamfo Henry Cote.
So for sharp on den so Dr. Bernard Okoboy edi atuja saban waya krado say obema sika pa da ho sa me twen na yedu isi ekoto aba na ene mayi amankrofo woncheni ama omato aba ama me die mpare no sika na wo no ode be hye omanfo mu apeja wo mu ayaresa bia ode be si ama wo mu fi se omanfo no wapomden pa obedi akoni aba no obehu sa aban dwen wo mu ho na enu mpodru so a wakai aban no wode ensemi tudwa wo se wode boss mienu ba ko wode ma lekma ayaresabia no ena ba ko so wode ma UGMC en wo kan che Ghana for se ye wo mpanimfo ni bi ono mu a obedi ade wo Ghana wo nwem ho wo nwem apomuden ho de odwen wa ni se abato ebeba so enti onfa bibia ansha apomuden adwuma ni mu obekọ asipiti empani ho enuro ni ho unye obi ohwe wo ene de etete sa ene wo pani bi nso a obedi ade a enye se wo hwe se hwan na beto aba ma me afida ana abato obre na emom no wo hwe se na memanfo no e wo ba bi di ontito memanfo no wa pomuden bia na ya sabia no wonum kwa nnure wo ho nipa wo ho a doctor fo nurse fo wo hwe wo mu enti wo kan che Ghana fo se moto aba mo hwe aban a odwen mu ho a wo be hwe se ayaresa bia idi mu na wo mu betumi aye adwuma kama no wo be hwe mu asen dia wo ba be vote.
Some of us are in this business to make the world a better place, and we are ready to invest in communities, people, and hospitals rather than save money for election day. You need discern between leaders who are in for you and those who only want your votes. And never be mistaken. Some people assume that when you see a politician doing this, people who have more resources than Okoboy. But if you don't have the heart to give, even buying a chair for a hospital will become a... So I would like to urge you to support us so that we can do more for you going forward. I want to use this opportunity to encourage all Ghanaians to invest in hospitals in their community. When you go to other developed countries, hospitals do well not because of government. They do well because individuals who are well to support hospitals with their money. Ghana must learn to support their hospitals so that the hospitals can also take care of them.
Na Dr. Okoboy side de ka ho se bosumi mi ense di animu yi wo enkwa wieye no na wo mo at Lekma Hospital Endowment Fund wo mo bedanadi foto a wo mo de ba beboa Lekma ayaresabia no na atumi ahwe ayafo.
I am proud and happy to announce that in the next 3 months, Dr. Okoboy with partners will launch the Lekma Hospital Endowment Fund. We want to launch this fund so that this hospital can have money to do some of those things that you're unable to raise by taking care of people. It is my hope that before we launch the Lekma Hospital Fund, I want to hear another individual in this country launch the Suum Government Hospital Fund, the Chebi Hospital Fund, the Kofanochi Hospital Fund. All public hospitals in Ghana should have a fund raised by community members so that we can serve them very well. We have to learn to support hospitals when we are strong and healthy so that in times of crisis, the hospital can support us when we need help. But to invest in areas where we would all become beneficiaries and have value for money.
Apomuden so for Dr. Bernard Okuboy, Prince Bafwa Samoa, Electoral.
Na European Union Ambassador ya wo Ghana, His Excellency Richard Azee, ena okase na bra woni Peace News kasa na ye European Union Scholarship Fair and Expo. Na His Excellency Richard Azee chere nsem no wotre se mebunu no Ghana titru pa say wo mu a ewo talent no esase ya mu wo mu akade ebetumi aboa na talent no enwaba emfaso de am wo man no se bia wo mu bebie enwuma ye support wo mu no wo mu nya akade a wo mu betumi aye niam bebre na watasa sabre kurampo best 1,000 scholarship and wo mu de ama Ghana fo a wo mu sua ade ewo Europe wajidi se ebra wa de sua beko na wiye no na nya de suafo a wo kosua ade egu wotirim keke na mom omanya skills anentete ya wo mu betumi de aye bibia enwo baba mfaso onso de ama wo man no.
So, as you know, every year, the European Union and the member states are offering a significant number of scholarships for young Ghanaian students to perform their studies in the best universities in Europe. When we add up all together the efforts, it is more than 1,000 scholarships that we are jointly offering to Ghanaian students. The European Union strongly believes in the future of Ghana, strongly believes that the students of today can make a contribution tomorrow. And this is the reason why we invest so much in knowledge, in education, and in training of the Ghanaian students abroad.
Where a European Union ambassador over Ghana has said, His Excellency Richard Azee. Na country director ma International Labour Organization, Dr. Vanessa Fala, and one also kase was emebunu nkran se opportunities bebre wo wiase etisa wodwene na mom se hotena wa asa wodo nse se odemire femu a ene afuomufo bekwa aba abeto but yembie bia adwene mu yentrete yenimdie mu yebetumi aye niam bebre.
I also want to take the opportunity because under the opportunity and the project that we are implementing with the European Union under the EU-Ghana Pact for Skills is this important initiatives around skills, especially digital skills and green skills. So you will agree with me that the world of work is evolving and there are new economies that are emerging, and green economy and the digital economy is those economies that really requires us to start working towards ensuring that we are able to take full advantage of the opportunities that they bring forward.
Of the opportunity moving forward. Dr. Vanessa Fala, one wire country director, International Labour Organization, Yenya Henry Akwesiminka.
Mercy Cratch Penny one Zima East, Mercy Nimu Eric Ezien, and ode atuja said in Chona Cosune Yepa, a BBA Koye party for Nunat, or Mwase, or more air share abwa, said the Omuyan agents or ama womo ahye se isi betimi achodi no kama de bia ema ho womo so omumpotemo emum oseka ne wo ho womo bokapa e wo kwan ba nsu no osim sa kwan ne nye enti na esese assembly timi boka no wa han ka ana wa fa ne pick up yi na bi kura wa sen han generator aka ho no wo de akwa fa nkrofo de o ma ba sentes na generator no de maka na no so se wo mo de boa isifo no ti o mu use wo sentes ho no mtie no e de ka bre wo mo papa enkankan dwira mpotemo na ye wo mo akwan no enye no wo se sa abre yi mu no enipa no bi wo no mo a bebre nya matwere wo no edin ni nyina kan kwan na enye no nipa no hwɛ sɛ de kwan ni sitie no a ɛwom sɛ assembly na boka de pick up kɔde na nso enya de a ɛda foma wɔ mu kra
Mike Bibre eka na ba na say you can say o rent a car now the twen edom no edeba oduru ba bi a se na me ka say jura no for kwan enye no say ofa moto bike na o de fa edom ni edeba ono so ka the only factor na say e boka Bibre e de maye the cost na e ma ne bo wode ndi basa so be say edom no the way say utumi edom no means of transport no e ne ho edom no e ma ti ye boye ho modern say ye be rent more pick up say ye de be twen edom na ba the problem bia ne ho ntokwasem ne we de security for abom ho modern na bibia ne ho ko smoothly the net am ko rent for the fact say ye the light ewo ho na omo ba bounce the face dey na a lot of the lot of the say utme range no anyes a machine no with that power no entimi nya adwuma
na chese honorable Eric Gezian na wo ye Mercy Cratch Penny ewo Nzima East wo se kade wo mu bobi pa wo hana ni nka anhwa nipa ba ku bia wo kofa card na bani ade no wo mu betua be 300 Ghana cedis oboka ewo ho no wi no de kan se Nzima East wona ankasa no wo mu akwan ne nye enti wo sra ban se won hwe na wo mu a wo mu esana ama ase wo mate wo mu ho afiri nkro no a aka no ho esanse kwan ne nye nti obi beba wo se kro we de kwan bone bronu we de kwan na ekwo won nye nti wo mma na ama wo mu nso akachi
mode of transport challenges emaye enye kura ne send baby kura ewo ho a car entimi nko mpo ye de pick up kura enko gise o high motorbike ye ta friend okada na etwe wo mo enti me kasi su bi mu se mesra aban jura no ye kwan na me sre no se koti akwa na ye receipt and me ya ye say nsu ye ba betwe me ho business ma setre mo enye ninje kura baby a me kura me fi kura ye kwanye ase MCM jira bebia we meka asonti kutukrum bebia ni scanner sem ekwana nya kwa most pressure from Bamiango Johnson to you so on the na contractor da so aban no me fa we kwan na say but them say 2020 after election no na contractor if you kwan so me say aban say o me ne na contractor no ensamra
Mercy Cratch Penny ya owo Nzima East Honorable Eric Ezien na se wakan Nzima East kupono a eka evaluate adwomro dwira empesua no eson eho wo chese eho no mu de wo makwan no enye enkanka dwira ene ne mpotemu honum no apiada nkwa Rock FM eno dia mani free by
na Mami, one wire chairperson ma National Commission for Civic Education NCCE, Miss Catherine Adi. Na Madam Catherine ena one chairman na Kwamisi Fakai kasa wo kokroko tumedie so no wetre se abato no ayeba abeto no kasa bi wo ho no mu anipa bi ka anya fine saa kasa no wo ntu mu mfiri ho de edi kan eya amamre mu ntitemu se asumesi firi ha obenten firi ha ntu onye nipa se de nipa na busuaku a wo firi mu ana se bebi aye wo nunu nti ebi mpenasem ebi nso betumi adi nipa kora tamwa mesorabum adaya wonu obu ne ho so ye nipa tense nipa no afi misinformation asamu a enya saa nete na nipa kora de ababeto abonten se ye saa nete no aka nete se de ono ape afi sika yeche se kwabrani ankasa ntumi nyusi na adwene se metewa no menko benkum etiso obi abema ni sika aka tere ne se wo sori free ha no mo akobenkum ende wo sori ya no woko enti sika yache na influence nkofo abatu mu nso obi anya careful afi ethnic based campaign media me yeni petuntum ntia tuntum fu mo de na abawo enti mo nyina mo nto aba emfama me menso me yeni pa kokko akokofuei we dia mudie mu a monso monto aba no fama me titiri se me kromo ma baasa na me se ma baasa fuei aha na me fire enti adese amowo da man da ma dada sumunyame kodu abofra kojo atabrako so ne nyina sɛ yɛ constituency na sen modie mu antimo nto abama me saa de no nso enya de papa yechi.
My advice for several categories of people in a journalist for ni say muna more power muna more to me ma asema ye kanwe kwechi into mo platform no ye so critical for peace and security, successful elections bibia dina me can say ye making sure say as much as possible no political actors and politicians. You see media platforms no to promote insults, the incitement, nsema enim ni ade because eno no emboying. Sanya mani ya handle ni year as a country no ye hu betray. Ebi ne misinformation disinformation.
Information and misinformation. Afe wasasre Ghana for se yema kasa honte. Kasa edi asumdie beba ense tekre wejem monkotu jengum monkohwe monkobo no saa kasa ne nyina wo bia nche ne ho mfiri ho afa yempanimfo a yede dibra hye wonum nsa no yanya citizens mam yanya spectators obi ya ade na se enya ensamtwrafo amam ntena wonum nkama no ntum esanse konfobone a woso o man bebo no ebo a wono anso watimu bi yanya kokuduro yankasa asumesi de wo yenya wobenten de wo yenya mantena wonum nyanhwe han na wo bisa nsam kyerɛ ni sɛ ade asomesi wo ye hu ne sɛ wase me de megyina mfimfini enti pass wonim sɛ ade na nya ba do no wogyina mfimfini nti wo nka bi saa nneoma nyina yɛnte yɛ hu mfiri hu ne yɛnkasa.
You remind Ghana for about some key niyama you identify sa election cycle we said these are things I say you watch it na show you ye because there are other things bakuna ye controversial pa money in politics they be ya ka say sikasem na akoshe politics no no dey afede e kwa trade do over time no afede akoye say sisi anu ade ni nyina be business ena apart from obi babeka say jisikana ude for transport and I say ude mo fan to lunch mo babe eyi vote a mo fa win to lunch na dey now no say a movie from sa level no afede ye do baby a even nipa na ye mo musika no omo ankasa na omo ye demand
omo ana omo eye demand wey Madam Catherine Oya chairperson National Commission for Civic Education, Miss Catherine Ade. Na campaign manager New Patriotic Party, Frank Tufo, His Excellency the Vice President, Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia, Onyanyan for Fred de Kopariansa, Ena Wakasi. Watrasa ntuabo no a Vice President Koya no. De na esiwe ne so no omatumi aduru ho kra manaboro so ebra wo kure sei na neni so ade hunu pa ne se obetach base efom pa na wate de ekoso enti oni adesedom eko chiesi aye ebi ye akanifo edede dansore ya no moziremifo mpanimfo imams ena traditional rulers woni wo nyina nananom anfo ekosiesia bonkomo ebisebisa wonum ohawa won potem ni nyina say tampenesi aboa no obepim ni yie ntina ya wo konechire wo ko akokure chire ni nyina gu honom na niama a wode ba no nya niama ketoa na bra wo kosa ntoaboyi ononyanfo opare ansa any peace news kasa no wotre se ohunu saa wodo yi bida se nipa dodo a te sampo anu awe a wontumi nka won na he na moko ya kwa akoda wodo edi ate vice president enokura woje ne hojena etre se ade a wode si woni so no omatumi aduru ho pa
and so adi ho a yede ekọ ho no eba mu yie ma pepepe edi wura from northeast region kwa omo GN the ba savannah the ba northern region and kasabese ko upper east ane nrada ane kwesida ewo wa upper west region no menia na akono nije papa omachro do mamfo ahemfo mamfo asofo mabunu a yehia omu nyina obia se na daje ade aba betie Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na numu asem ane nsemo abebre na mpo meka say bia because of social media na mo am some other Roma traditional media foi na nka omo atetete ho empopoye no omankasa ba de omaso ebetie ebehwe akwan yafa so edi ejuma no enso timaka say bibia koyi say that I expect pepe
na nu ati ne wakyerɛ sɛ ɛbra wɔkɔɔyɛ no titiri paa wɔne Kristofo mpanimfo adeda daano nhyiamudie ne deɛ ɛkɔ kama sɛ wotietie wonum ɛhyɛ mmɔden bɔ a wɔn abɔ wɔn man titiri mu ya wɔn kora kyerɛ sɛ saa mpanimfo nyinaa ɛsɛsɛ yɛbɔ wɔn mu aba so a wɔka sɛ so wɔbɛtena akonnwa so sɛ mampanin a wɔbɛmɛki sure sɛ saa mpanimfo yi wɔn anya abasobɔdeɛ yɛfrɛ ne sɛ promise wɔn incentive na saa incentive yi wɔkyerɛ sɛ ɛbɛboa paa aside that ɛna wɔsɛ nkɔɔfoɔ bi de allegation bi ɛde ato vice president so sɛ wakɔ akɔhyɛ bɔ sɛ wɔba nsɔre wobɛtua wɔ nom ka afei wɔsan daa ne ho a wɔse yɛ joke wɔse wɔ asa asɛm wei vice bɛkasa
mu etumi bu ebebi kra sɛ so wanya bibia ma wase a ensan monokro no so what you say so obi kasa na sɛ mpusa bebuei aba mu a na nkyerɛ sɛ ɔpa kyerɛ sɛ bi obi akɔbɔ obi akro no but the another doctor Akan ɔse they are more university obeba Roman Catholic hospitals ahoro baby abakɔ ezu aha Roman mu nkɔkɔ Roman aha Roman nyinaa yɛ hospitals these faith-based organizations SCB schools ni universities and then that is aban etumi rather no ehwese kwan ban ye betumi incentivize faith-based organizations it said they incentivize foreign development partners na tumi ama your faith-based organizations nimpo I am more of such development to help Ghana and aban and Ghana for enyina. This was some all count they far hokazo niamo yama ya idea ebinom say te senka mukra buchia tikama aban na mum ngebetumi ene na nka aban mum kra na te say tikama no or threat te say aban emom incentives in terms of exemptions ne idea ebetumi assemble as incentives abua no to me I am more of what they are already doing to help the nation.
They are already there to help the nation. They are ten kase aye ononyamfo opare ansa one fans one wakyerɛ sɛ ewie yayi aban no the style foforo bi ba na His Excellency the Vice President Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia ɛna wɔbɛpa ho ntoma head porters yenuanom mu yɛ kaya yi no ɛna ɔde adeɛ bi brɛ wonum na saa adeɛ no bɛsesa wo mu asetena mu kra makayefo no sɛdeɛ de bia yehunu wonum sɛ wo mu so nneɛma ye ba benya kaya yɛ adefoɔ paa wo mu ati wo mu ho programs yɛ ba no ɛnyɛ programs ketewa.
It is a way you pass your boy na omwa dia went to me enya school anchor those days na free teachers in here na went to me enya obi anso na sene amana nkosua adwuma bi vocation bi wanya TVET foforo ya baby so anchor those times sani pani nyina enya panya foforo almost betumi edi enya omwankasa nsano dwuma bi na omde edipa edi abo obobra it's an innovation enya bibia ebi asi wo man mu eda na obi ho an so obi aso anoma say na de misia kai fo na wa donate headpans ne nnuane kakra na de amom oban say da bia nsa enye nti we dey osisi rosign fe and it's just not just in Accra you be o oban say ne other place said ya by to me boa na this problem we say kai fo be bia no mo de da mountains to mpo uko new town malata market ne ade obi ho you stores and nimne ade na be brave at that form our mountains so no ankasa so ho esusanso bonia de blomo abrabom
abrabom where campaign manager His Excellency the Vice President Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia na yenua Pius Bedu Banson ana obuabua nsem ya ne die ne yegyina so ahome kasebo no so tia wabi ebeba sisia
so wakoma ho hyehyew ana ebo periperi de broni kan hardware no a ede na se woye na se woyam so atim so
wo be peki na farmer Martin's liver salt akira kwan entem ahwie nsu agu glass mo ate Martin's liver salt no ba kwa no na wo de agum
wo be hu se ehuru wa glass ni mu na wanom Martin's liver salt ye won orange flavor ana ba ko so plain
wonumu a ohu beto nemum edi na anu na ho ntowo a ko hu doctor.
Why we share wo area and was support Akan who best party shirt now what time party flag who be cross say who be campaign
but what fear do so peace news at the full be aba your friend constituency watch our peace news say drew about what bre say ya one way jina prim na so dwa konwa no ko she ebo akese ebesi school dan ebesi ayaresabia ebesi ebehika kwan senior okom na se dwa mu a ne manfo ho be han won na won ho beto won efie nan na so obi ni yam yim 80 peace news constituency watch say ya den santwefo akọ empasua ahanu adoso no nyina mu ni akobisa manfo ne say afi 2020 MP ebo a wo share wo no wotimi yeye ana wantimi anye afi 2024 ede na wo gina so ato abayi ni MP anu achi ani MP ni beka sa ti ono so nanu asam say yeye a wantimi ani ni bo share so wei ni ato di constituency watch ayade bra wo yen kase bomu constituency watch ya gini ye ni kroji aye constituency watch e wo peace FM news
Ubebe cross say ubeye campaign no we hona ye besi wo say hey honorable afisa ukoye wamba
Happy delightful June. Swachilala, chichi soso. Afrana pa. Epe kwashu breakfast and was in woman. Joe happy delightful juice against with toast, cereal, and even them cool. And we a bread and fifi. The most fridge man. Happy delightful juice. One of what? And you be here. I come out to relax anyway. So I know when you're. Let's say what a chamado. Happy delightful juice. Off and a baby I bring you all day long. One fruit juice. I'm happy delight. One different flavors, different size. You number 1 letter. Number from NG 150 and 250 ml.
Ebenye healthy life shops on your supermarket.
Happy delightful juice. Loaded with taste.
Tune it in. Turn it up.
Peace FM.
And rip off the knobs.
Yama yetiefo akwaba kasebo no asi. Amansan tiame kwabenamafo ana.
Ya kunama.
MTN Equita 4G Plus ya a fastest connectivity as our highest internet speed into MTN table net here. Levels Aba Limited at the Levels Natural Capsules Aba. Ubako kwai ten unti brebia bebom pemwetuma. Oba nso anatenka wetire nso numbi ebeboana mana ye kama. Afi uko heba chemical and pharmacy ubenya bi ehwo no ato oya akura opedudu etu de obefre repart ventures eno okansi na kolina keba nso ewukumase 0599 056033 Suzy Haba Center at the CB capsules aba oba Jones oboko wonte Jones mu hawda obi a wo ko Jones a obre no nom CB capsules CB women capsules and so esiesie woba manindimu ye woba sima oba pani o ene yasa wo CB soap acrylic for onsa no na ho ba ya kama Herba pharmacy and chemical ni nyina bi ewo ho 0247111671 0247111671 abusuafo ya damase ama mumoni tia Mickey the triple darling or tenase me mighty ekoso ewo ni tefem okay fm so abeku Agri Santana obetenase na yajejemwa kosi enyumre di ensa ka bia nso yabesan ede abremu yadamase ama mumoni tia Erade asumje nka mu nyina.
Tune it in, turn it up,
Peace FM,
and rip off the knobs.